I knew something was wrong the moment he looked at my wrist, because powerful men don't usually notice waitresses, and they definitely don't notice the things we try so hard to hide. My name is Hannah Blake, 25 years old, living in a tiny studio apartment above a laundromat in South Chicago, working double shifts at a place called Rossi's Italian Grill while I tried to finish nursing school. Most nights smelled like garlic, hot bread, and expensive wine I could never afford. Most nights were predictable, but that night changed everything. It started the same as always. I stood in the employee restroom under harsh fluorescent lights, staring at my reflection while I dabbed foundation 3 shades too dark across the fading bruise on my collarbone. The mirror was cracked in the corner, which felt appropriate. My left wrist still ached when I twisted it the wrong way, but long sleeves helped. Long sleeves and pretending. I had become very good at pretending. Pretending I wasn't exhausted. Pretending my life was normal. Pretending the man waiting at home wasn't the reason my hands trembled sometimes when I poured water for customers. "You're fine," I whispered to myself, forcing a smile that didn't reach my eyes. The dinner rush had already started when I stepped onto the restaurant floor. Friday nights meant noise, laughter, clinking glasses, and people celebrating things that felt very far away from my life. The kitchen roared behind the swinging doors, the heat wrapping around the dining room like a blanket. I grabbed a pitcher of water and headed toward the VIP section. That's when I noticed table 12. 4 men sat there, all wearing dark suits that fit too perfectly to be off the rack. Expensive watches. Quiet voices. The kind of presence that made the entire room feel slightly smaller. The man at the head of the table looked different from the others. Not louder, not flashier, just still, like a storm waiting somewhere far out at sea. His name, I would later learn, was Dominic Marino. At that moment, he was simply a man watching me in a way no one had watched me in months. Not the usual way customers look at waitresses. Not distracted. Not careless. Observing. Careful. Almost analytical. I felt it every time I passed their table. Those dark eyes followed my movements like he was reading. A language written in my posture. I tried to ignore it.